And what I'm getting with many of the divine masculines is, they want to connect with their divine feminine without having to be on like a hideout type of thing, okay? And I think that many feminines have put their foot down, and a lot of you don't want to be in that type of situation anymore where, the message that came through on Patreon was that your masculine wants to be with you intimately, and he doesn't want to have to wake up 5 o'clock the next morning and sneak out, or check his phone with his heart beating out of his chest to see, if his spouse contacted him, or if his girlfriend contacted him, or people asking questions. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Twintuitive717 back with another video. I wanted to come on and quickly check in with the Divine Masculine Collective, okay? I just shared a reading over on Patreon, and a few messages came up that I thought that I would go more in depth with. Okay, so I wanted to specifically check in with the Masculine Collective because there's a lot of forward movement, okay? Many reality checks, a lot of epiphanies coming through for the masculines. If a lot of feminines are in the receiving energy, many of you can feel them coming towards you and feel them moving towards you. But I think that for a lot of the feminines, I feel a shield up or a wall up. And it's because many of the masculines are getting the message from you energetically that they must tread slowly. They must take things day by day, step by step, and come towards you with integrity. And a lot of the divine feminines have had to embody that on their own journey as well, and maybe create some endings that were pretty tough within the last few months for a lot of you. But I feel that a lot of you who did create endings, whether you're a masculine or a feminine, you knew that it was in your highest good to do that, okay? A major message that came through that I also shared on the Patreon reading was that a lot of masculines want to engage with you sensually, divine feminine. They want to exchange intimate moments, and it may not be like the physical act of doing the deed, but it may just be experiencing intimacy with you, as far as holding you, seeing you in person, looking into your eyes, having some deep, honest, heartfelt conversation with you, being truthful with you about what they've experienced, what they've gone through. They're craving that type of intimacy, whereas before they might have felt a lot of blocks when it came to opening up or divulging a lot of the deepest parts of themselves with you. I think many masculines as well tried in the beginning divine feminine, but either you were caught in third-party situations, or you had like a soulmate partner, things to learn on your own, or they were in some type of relationship where they would kind of go hot and cold all the time, with this energy of wanting to express their love to you, but at the same time feeling fearful of doing that because of third-party energy. And what I'm getting with many of the divine masculines is, they want to connect with their divine feminine without having to be on like a hideout type of thing, okay? And I think that many feminines have put their foot down, and a lot of you don't want to be in that type of situation anymore where, the message that came through on Patreon was that your masculine wants to be with you intimately, and he doesn't want to have to wake up 5 o'clock the next morning and sneak out, or check his phone with his heart beating out of his chest to see, if his spouse contacted him, or if his girlfriend contacted him, or people asking questions. I feel that both of you are moving out of this energy. We have the Two of Cups here coming through, and I feel that a lot of twin flames are awakening to this. They want to be with each other in peace. They want to be with each other in harmony and actually connect on an authentic level. And I think that many masculines have witnessed the divine feminine creating a space for this to happen, and many of them are following in line with a lot of the changes that the divine feminine has gone through. But they really do want to attract, this Two of Cups, this choice that is made from their spiritual self. And a lot of them aren't feeling that shame towards the connection anymore. They're being open. They're talking about this connection with people that they actually trust. And a lot of these people are, again, pushing them towards what it is they desire. And that's putting them in this Two of Cups energy here. And I think for a long time, guys, many of your masculines waited very patiently to connect with people who are part of their soul tribe, people who were guiding them in the right way, in the ways that they really needed, versus confusing them or really not supporting their best interests, okay? Because a lot of these divine masculines were expressing a lot of desire to be with the divine feminine, but a lot of the feedback that they got from that connection was based off of just insecurity and a lot of jealousy as well from other people, not really wanting to see these two connect. I feel that a lot of your masculines too were getting advice or getting counsel from people that you two might have been mutual with at one point. But now that your masculine is connecting with people who they don't have like a biased opinion of the feminine, they're just seeing how this divine masculine lights up when he talks about her. They're just feeling his energy when he talks about her without even knowing who she is. And now he's getting the right type of guidance, okay? I have the Sun card here coming out as well. And I think that through this clarity, many of you will find that finally you're having a chance to connect in a way that you were always meant to without interruptions, is what I'm hearing. Okay, we also have the Four of Pentacles coming out, and stability wants to take place for the divine masculine and feminine. I see many masculines as well working really hard here with the Eight of Wands energy to really secure and strategize and plan to do things the right way, to connect with the feminine with integrity, and to really reciprocate a lot of the grace that she has shown. A lot of you have connected so deeply with your divine masculine, and because they were under such influence with the karmic situations that they were in, they weren't always able to see the Sun energy with you, like happy times ahead, being able to have complete openness with another soul, experience a fruitful relationship rather than a rocky relationship just for the sake of learning lessons. I feel that they do experience lessons with the divine feminine, but oftentimes these lessons don't put them in cycles. These lessons help them to grow and to shift. And with this Eight of Wands energy here, become more focused, advancing in life. And when they advance, they're moving away from people that just are on that 3D level who don't align with them. A lot of your masculines have gone through a lot of lonely nights, guys. I'm not even kidding around. And many of you have felt this by observing the weather. A lot of you have experienced a lot of storms in your area, like very windy days, or maybe in like the fall, it was a lot of rain, a lot of downpour. And now I feel a sense of a lot of that karmic energy is lifting, because divine masculines and divine feminines are realizing that they're making a conscious decision to end those cycles and to not have to carry other people's luggage or baggage with them. Okay, a lot of your divine masculines have had to stand up to people who have been manipulating them for quite some time, but they never saw it as manipulation. These people who were manipulating them were putting a spin on it where they were looking out for your divine masculine or your divine counterpart, feminine or masculine. Take it how it resonates for your own situation. But you know, I feel like a lot of them are having like the veils lifted over their eyes. They're seeing people more clearly, and because they're seeing through like the BS type of thing, like I get the energy of like a chameleon, you know, like they can see people shifting different colors to like match the energy. But your divine masculine has like a shield up, so they can't tune into his energy just to tell him what he wants to hear. I think that just watching the feminine and connecting with her energy as well, he's also feeling like this high priestess or hierophant energy coming through, where he has a firm grasp now on the direction that he wants to go. And that direction is living authentically, living truthfully, much like the divine feminine is. You know, and a lot of you are appearing as very fiery and goddess-like to this divine masculine. I do feel a lot of sensual energy coming back. Many of you can feel your masculines coming through in your dreams. If your masculine still has a lot of work to do, he'll appear in your dreams, but you guys won't interact. He'll always be at like a distance, and like as the divine feminine energy, you might feel this need to like want to go towards him, but you won't be able to do that in the dream. It'll more just be like you're seeing him from a distance and you're not really sure what's happening, but he's just far away. Okay, these are the types of signs that the universe may send you at this time to let you know that your masculine is working on certain lessons that they need to overcome at this time, especially with heavy karmic energy, guys. I know sometimes we can get caught up in the community and think that a lot of the divine masculines out here are choosing to be in these situations, and they're choosing this and they're choosing that. A lot of this stuff has been orchestrated, just like unexpected things have happened on your journey, divine feminine, and it's felt very orchestrated. Many of the masculines go through that as well, and the challenge is to be authentic and do whatever it is that is in their heart. That's how they awaken from the illusion, is by, you know, tapping in and tuning in. And we've talked a lot about many of these masculines moving away from family and friends who once felt familiar. We've talked about them isolating and just moving away so they can spend time with themselves, connect with guidance from, a lot of them are praying, so whatever guidance they're getting, they're actually seeing the fruits of those prayers being answered by certain types of people that they're meeting. Okay, and we have the Seven of Cups here coming through, like even with like the turtle here as well. This journey again has been very slow moving for you guys. Okay, but the magic of the 3 candles here is telling you guys to have patience with each other. Okay, the desire is always burning towards one another. Your divine masculine, I feel, is constantly, you know, going through the ringer just as much as you are having to create necessary endings in your life, divine feminine, by awakening to your independence and making choices for yourself, creating a foundation for yourself. A lot of masculines are having to give up being the foundation for other people. A lot of them are having to distance themselves from other people who are seeing them as like, you know, like the piece of the pie, like they're their meal ticket type of thing. You know, a lot of your masculines are handing over back like the responsibility to other people to take control of their lives. And I get this energy of many masculines just being able to breathe again, feeling free again. And a lot of them have just stood up to make conscious decisions to do things like literally get a new job, move cities, get their own apartments, file for separation, file for divorce. And there's nothing that can stop this. Like, the veils are lifted. They're not falling for manipulation anymore. They're asking that other people deal with their own emotions, with their own baggage. And again, I feel like many of the divine feminines have had to go through a lot of these lessons, and you guys may not have realized, but your divine masculines have been keeping such a close eye on you, watching you go through these lessons with grace. I feel like a lot of divine feminines have had to hide their pain and cry, you know, at night when no one's looking. She has never let anyone know the types of adversity that she's gone through. You know, you would never know. And for many of you masculines for a long time, you know, they really underestimated that part of you, feminine. Okay, to end off the reading, I'm just going to get an overall message from the universe. Okay, so release. I think it just kind of goes hand in hand with the whole reading here, but in order to experience this type of deep felt love and connection, the Two of Cups, the Sun card, there's going to be an amount of releasing and purging that you guys will still continue to be engaging in for the rest of the year. But it says let go of the past, and I feel like that's past relationships that you guys have been in for a really long time, really trying to make it work, going back and forth, trying to make it work. But again, the same type of conflicts keep happening in your karmic situations and in your long-term partnerships and marriages. The same kind of stagnant energy that doesn't shift or change. It may for a little bit, and then it just goes back into the old ways. You have to make an ending. You have to be the one to create that ending by letting go. So it says an ending that makes way for new opportunities. It's time to move on. Okay, and I feel like this is for both of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. But more so right now with a lot of you picking up on your masculines making their way back towards you. It won't happen until the universe is able to see them experience, again, that release. And that release is going to come with some heartache and solitude and time that they're spending alone. So if they are still in their karmic situations, a lot of feminines are being guided to just, you know, keep their distance and experience this journey for what it is, what it's trying to teach them. Many of you, again, are delving into your spiritual gifts. The more you let go, the more spiritual gifts you're bombarded with. The more channeling happens, the more opportunities come your way. So a lot of you are letting go now with ease, and that's why many of your masculines are going through this release now. They want to make a move towards you, divine feminine, but they are now getting the clear message that they are the ones to take action on this. Many of the masculines might have been waiting on you, feminine. You know, there is this energy of waiting for you to really choose them as well, if you guys are in your own karmic situations. And then they will create endings. But the universe is saying both of you have separated right now and gone on your own individual path so that you can't pinpoint lessons on each other. Your twin flame may be MIA right now because you have a very important piece of the journey that you must do on your own. You know, it's like you must pull out your sword and fight this battle on your own. And once you're able to do that, that's when the new opportunities start coming in. All right, so I hope you guys found this reading well. Take care. If you guys are interested in doing the holiday special with me, you can definitely book a reading. I'd love to connect with you. By booking, you automatically get entered into a chance to win a free tarot deck and another bonus session with me. And I'll also provide my own free personal tips on how I use tarot to read for my own connection, okay? Especially on those days where you guys really want to tune out of other people's energy and, start getting in touch with your own intuition and your telepathic connection to your twin and to source, because it's definitely been one of those practices on my journey that I'm completely grateful for, especially with finding tarot. All right, so happy holidays. I hope you guys are enjoying. Take care of yourselves, and I'll speak to you in the next one. Okay, bye.